Hi there, my name is Jared Mello, and this is Mello Mentoring. Please forgive my absence of about a week here. I've been working on a book that I'm titling Radical Self-Respect. And I'm almost done this book, and I'm really excited to get it out to you because I really think it's something we could all improve in, and it's a book that everyone should read. It's not too long, but our lives are either built on the solid foundation of radical self respect or they crumble underneath the weight of self loathing and disrespecting ourselves. So I'm almost completed this book. It's probably going to be up on Amazon and my website in the next month or so, month and a half. So stay tuned for that. And also, if anyone out there is struggling with relationship issues or would like to work on their supplement routine or help their mindset, I'm all ears for that too. I'm looking forward to more inquiries on my email address that's in the description on people who would like help in those areas. And last but not least, please do subscribe if you have not already and hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when I come up with more videos. Now, on to today's video. Today's video is going to be about how not to be needy. And this is going to mostly be for romantic relationships because this is primarily where this happens in the most. Not that it can't happen in family relationships and relationships with friends, but romantically is where this usually comes out. Now, one thing that people who are needy often tend not to have are hobbies. Right? We might have friends, we have a job, but we don't have things in our own lives that we really look forward to doing. And people who are often codependent, addicts or alcoholics, for example, their hobbies are the first thing to go, usually, for alcoholics and addicts. And codependent type people, they make another person their hobby. Problem. So one thing, if you're struggling with being needy out there, work on developing a hobby or some of your interests. And a good place to start is, what kind of things are you naturally interested in? Maybe you really like music, so learn how to play a musical instrument. Maybe you like to paint. Maybe you like to take pictures or photographs. Maybe you like playing games of some sort, like chess, checkers, poker, whatever it is. We develop our own interests. And it's something that we have to be really excited about doing. We have to really be interested in it, or it's not going to have the desired effect. Another way to not be needy is to make sure that we really develop friendships. Right? We have good friendships with like-minded people who are on a similar course in life that we are. If we do that, we're going to get some of our social needs taken care of, that we're not going to burden our romantic partner with this. And that's something that people who are needy often do. They don't really have too many friends, and they don't really have too many hobbies. And so this is something they struggle with, and all too much of the love they require, they want it from one person. And that's not going to be too good. It's not going to help. Another way to not be needy: develop goals. Set goals in any area in our life. It could be career goals, it could be financial goals, but the point is getting excited about something else other than a significant other. So whether you're doing it via hobbies, friendships, goals, they're all going to help us. All of this is about developing ourselves while being single, while being emotionally independent. Those are the goals. When we are emotionally independent, we look within and to the things we are in control of in our own lives for fulfillment. When we are emotionally dependent, which many people confuse for love, we are no longer our internal point of origin, our mental point of origin. We look to someone else first for validation and approval, as opposed to looking within to our own lives and the things we are in control of, like our hobbies and the people we become friends with and our goals. Three great examples of how to be less needy. And one final thing I'll mention about not being needy is if we must limit the amount of interactions that we have with a potential romantic partner. So if we're prone to double, triple, quadruple texting and texting every day, all day, maybe we gotta give ourselves a boundary and say we will only talk to this person at most twice a week. And if we stick to our boundary, we will surely not come off as needy. And sometimes we gotta fake it till we make it, right? We might feel the neediness, but at least we will not display it in our actions. Because when we display it in our actions, nobody really likes it, right? Nobody wants to feel smothered. Nobody wants to have someone that is just up their butt all the time. No, people want a sense of mystery. They want to wonder about you. They want us to give them space. Space to fall. Space to catch feelings. Space to miss someone. People who are needy, they deprive their romantic interest of those feelings. So, those are 4 ways I just mentioned to prevent ourselves from being needy, or to at the very least become less needy. And to go over them again, it is develop some hobbies, make new friends, develop friendships, create goals, and set boundaries for how often we will contact our romantic interests. So hopefully this will help someone out there. And I think one of the next videos I'm going to make is going to be about how to stop worrying what other people think of us. Because this is something that really plagues a lot of people right now, and it doesn't do them any good. So that's all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed my video, and until next time, have a good one.